Hi there, welcome to the weekly Solana session. And okay, when we look at this chart, we notice there's this little hook over here. That means, sorry, not daily, I want to change it to a line chart. There's a sign of weakness that's a phase D in terms of Wyckoff. Obviously, there's another one over here, but that's not very important right now because we have seen an upthrust. So that's our focus is on the right hand side, not on the left anymore. That's a good reference, and this time the sign of weakness is a little bit lower than what we had during last year. And if we change back to the candlesticks, as of this moment, it's like a small rebound that happened also last year. Unless there are very good news coming out for the industry or Solana, it's very hard for Solana to break above the purple line again. That's the line defined by the automatic reaction over here that came down from the buying climax. And at least as of this moment, it has defended this support line at around $120. That's extended from these two other sign of weakness levels. If we go into the daily chart, obviously the volume has been low for the past almost 2 weeks now. Currently it's still horizontal. So last week when I talked about this, I think I mentioned that it will be always interesting to see when a downward channel crosses a horizontal playground zone. So that's what we have seen, right? So this relatively longer short-term playground zone, the pink box, that started March last year, almost 1 year and 2 weeks ago, roughly. Now that we have returned to it after November all the way to Feb, most of the times trading above, is now trying to defend the lower support line. So you see all this low, right? That's a kind of much stronger support compared to other levels above. So that's why when it started this downward channel, it got some bounces above, like on this top edge that's extended from these trading activities and also the peaks of these second tests. But then when it fell, it tested all the way to the bottom of this pink box. That's why it's important to observe these levels from like at least near-term activities. Now that there's no clear direction or good or bad news, it's not surprising for the price to linger around the lower edge of the zone. Remember I said, right, there is a center line for these trading zones. Whether it's downward or horizontal, doesn't matter. That can be drawn somewhere in the middle, not exactly 50%, but you can always see those by observing the mini peaks and also the mini valleys that's on the upper half. So if I change it to a line chart, it's easier to see the tips, right? Okay, so why I'm bringing this up, because if it bounces, it's likely to get its first rejection at this level, that's around 160. Coincidentally, like the 0 digits or like integer amounts are typical psychological barrier for many people, and many people would like to set their profit taking or stop loss around those levels. So it will be interesting to see for the coming week or two how far high this price can go, whether it will be stopped or rejected at 160, or whether it would do a fake blue during March 2nd, not too long ago, 3 weeks ago roughly, and then immediately the next day it got rejected back into the downward trending channel. But at least for now we have 1 week of sideways movement. That means this channel is no longer relevant, so it may develop another new channel, but not that I see it for the time being. I mean, at least the pattern hasn't formed yet. That's what I meant. So that's for Solana for now. I'll move